Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, October 21st, 2015. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches today. Absolutely gorgeous, nice cool breeze. Gotta tell you, gotta love this time of year in Thailand. Super weather we have right now. After a steamy hot summer, it's really nice to have a little coolness. Alright traders, remember this is brought to you by FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Alright traders, got some charts to look at. Not a lot of data to talk about, we'll get there in just a moment, but let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday and I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do this recording in the Asia session. So if you're just trading London, you're like 3 hours or 4 hours after I've recorded this. So your charts might not look like my charts by then, but at least you'll get an idea of what we're doing. And of course, this is not an alert service. This is all for educational purposes. So traders, I retired in 2006. I started trading in 2006. I retired in 2008 as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I came to Thailand for a celebration for 3 months, and I have to tell you, traders, I have not gone back. I'm in my 8th year now in Thailand, and absolutely loving it. Love the time zone. I trade all 3 markets and still get a good night's rest. However, in New York, I only trade for about 2 to 3 hours. Then it gets pretty late. It comes up to about 11:30 at night by then. But it works out real well. And, I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities. And the way we do that is I look at charts and I'm looking at candlestick formations. I'm looking at higher time frames. I'm using fibs and pivot points and, anything I can do to get an edge on what the market could possibly do. We don't like to predict price, but we like to try to figure out movement. Where is price structure going? What do we feel is going to happen in the short term, the medium term, and the long term? So I'm a medium term trader. I'll keep a trade most of the time throughout the trading days. I don't like keeping trades overnight, but I've grown out of that because I'm starting to trade on a 1 hour and a 4 hour chart. So you got to keep in there for 2 days or so. But, that's how I trade. I'm always just looking for, opportunities to get into trades where the probability of winning is more on my side than their side. And yes, I lose trades. Trust me, I lose trades. If anybody ever tells you they win every trade, they're not telling you the truth. They're not being truthful with you. All right, let's move on. This is our risk disclaimer. Got to keep the legal stuff going. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to the news and commentary. I will tell you that there's very little data today. We had some yen data come out earlier. However, let's look at the indices real quick and then we'll go over and look at the calendar. The Dow 30 closed negative 0.07%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.14%. NASDAQ closed negative 0.50%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 0.16%. The FTSE 100 closed negative 0.11%. The CAC 40 out of Paris closed negative 0.64%. And the Eurostoxx 50 out of Frankfurt closed negative 0.50%. A lot of red I'm seeing, my friends. A lot of red. Let's head on over to Asia. Now, remember, these countries that we're talking about now are currently open. And it looks like the Hang Seng, Hong Kong, is on a holiday today. The Nikkei 225 is up 0.79%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.65%. And China, the A50 is positive 0.25. And like I said, it looks like the Hang Seng is closed today because I got a red arrow on there, so it looks like they must be closed. And the Kospi out of Seoul is positive 0.20%. So that's what's going on there. We'll take a look at the calendar. We had some yen stuff come out earlier today. I think probably the biggest thing is that they had exports year on year. It was medium impact, but they forecasted 3.4% actual came out at 0.6. So that was a bad number for them. And really, there is really nothing all day today. Everything is low impact data today until we get into the U.S. session. And out of Canada, we have the interest rate decision. Then we have the Bank of Canada monetary policy report at the same time. And then, of course, it is Wednesday. So out of the U.S., we have medium impact is, of course, crude oil inventories. And also we have later, we have Bank of Canada Governor Pulitz speaks today, and that's a high impact. So we do have some news and data coming out in the U.S. session. The rest of the day looks like a technical trading day, my friends. All right, commentary. Pretty interesting price action yesterday. Very little news, very little data. Again, today, very little data. Now, we had a bunch of speakers yesterday in New York session. FOMC Chair Janet Yellen spoke. Carney spoke yesterday. So, we've had some people speaking, but I haven't seen a lot of reaction in the charts, and you'll see it when we take a look at the charts. But not a lot that's really happened that, has made a big, they haven't made a big difference. I mean, I don't think people, even though they stopped trading, I don't think, people expect a lot out of Janet Yellen. I mean, she just, mumbles and, as, I don't know. I like Janet Yellen. I think, she's a good chairperson, but, this stuff of just not getting to the point just drives me crazy. Listen, you're either going to raise rates or you're not. Just tell us what you're going to do, And they keep saying they might raise rates in December, and they're just, dangling that carrot out there, to make the markets miserable, and they're doing a good job at it. So we just need to look past that and don't get aggravated over it. And it's easy to do, especially in Forex. All right, let's take a look at the euro dollar. Here's the euro dollar. Remember, these are 30-minute charts, meaning every single candlestick on the chart is 30 minutes in duration. What I'm looking for here is very easy. We're bearish in the euro, and I just want this to pop up to as close to the 200 as possible. I'd love to get in at 1.1370, and we'll get out at the S1 pivot at 1.1317. So, this is a nice 50 pip trade if we can get to our level. But, if we get up to that 200 exponential moving average, and this decides to come back down, you're going to get a bounce at that daily pivot point. So you got to be ready for that. So, you will have enough pips to get break even. And you need to be break even by the time you get back to that daily pivot, because it is going to bounce, and you don't want to get whacked out of the trade, right? So, you don't want to, then this thing will go back up and go past the 200. Who knows? But you want to protect yourself, right? Don't let a winning trade become a losing trade, the old saying goes. All right, let's look at the pound. Pound is back to its bearish mode this week, and actually, a trade plan worked out really nice yesterday on this pound. So basically, I'm looking for this to come back up to the 618 Fibonacci level at 54.57. Somewhere in that area. We have the daily pivot point you can see there, and we also have the 200 exponential moving average. So that's great resistance right there. So in that zone, that area, we'd like to see this and get a bearish candlestick formation. We'll sell this, but I needed to pull back. We're not going to chase this, and we'll see what happens. So not much to do on this pound dollar. Just like I said yesterday, I say it every day. Just make sure you have a dollar index chart somewhere that you can just pop up. You don't have to keep it open, but just pop it up before you get in the trade. And just make sure what is a dollar doing. That's really important to know what the dollar is doing, whether it's good or bad. You need to know what it's doing. Let's take a look at the Aussie. The Aussie is, I've always been bearish in the Aussie. I'm still bearish in the Aussie. Again, just like the pound, I'd like this to pull back up to this 200 exponential moving average at 0.7283. And again, we're going to take this back down to 0.7247. So this is like a 40 pip trade here. Again, we're going to hit this daily pivot point, and we're going to get a bounce there. However, you should be able to get break even by the time you get back down to that daily pivot. So when it bounces, you protect yourself. So, with no data coming out, I don't expect the Aussie to do much. Now, I'm going to say that this thing will move, 80 pips today. But, as a whole, the Aussie, the CAD, the New Zealand, they're commodity pairs, and they really love data. And there's no data. There's really no data until the U.S. session. So we'd want to be watching the CAD real closely now, because we have oil inventories today, and their interest rate decision. But I don't think they're going to do anything with their interest rates. I think it's forecasted to just remain the same. But they do have they are speaking after it, so they got to watch that. Here's a Euro Aussie. This pair is, you just have to trade this on a daily basis. Really hard pair to trade. I don't see a really good trade plan here, folks. So I was bearish on this yesterday, and the trade plan actually worked yesterday, and today we're back in this bullish mode here, and I really don't like what we're looking at here, because if you look left of the chart, we got a lot of junk here. So I'm saying that this is probably going to end up to the upside. So it needs to break this trend line. I want to see a retest of this trend line, and then we can enter it like at 56.49 and just take it up. I didn't put a take profit on this today. And the reason I didn't put a take profit on this is because I'm not sure what this is going to do. I really have no bias except that we have a lot of support below price from the EA, the 200 exponential moving average, and the daily pivot point. So, I rather buy this pair than sell it. It just needs to prove to me that that's what it wants to do. So just keep an eye on this and see if we can get an entry, and then you're going to have to trail it. Basically, you have to babysit it throughout your trading day today. All right, here is the Euro Yen. Not a bunch of price action yesterday. It's been pretty stagnant. I'd like to see this pop up to the R1. It's at resistance now, so if we get a signal to go short, that's fine, because we're at resistance. You can see the indicators there. You can see these candles. If you look left of the chart, it's basically the same price level where it's reacted. So I'd like to see it pop up a little bit, and then we can take it back down. Either way, you can enter this. Again, the daily pivot point, you got to watch it. I don't think we're going to have an issue with it. There's very little price action left of the chart from the daily pivot point, and we want to get out at the 200 exponential moving average at 135.62. So this is only a 35 pip trade. I just be real careful with it, because like I said, I don't expect a lot of movement out of this pair today. All right, here's our New Zealand dollar. It's funny, yesterday I said, well, this has no price action. Well, this pair moved absolutely beautiful yesterday. For those of you who watched the video yesterday and paid attention to the New Zealand dollar, this actually went past our take profit yesterday and actually just really did really nice price action yesterday after I said it wasn't going to, and it did, and really did well yesterday, and really good to see. So basically what we're looking for now is we want to see this pull back up to the daily pivot point. You can see that we have resistance above that yellow line. So at 0.67, say 70, that area, 75, we'll take the short with a bearish candlestick formation. So, we'll see. We'd like to see this give us a pullback. We're at support. It's hit it twice at this 67.34 area. So, let's see if we can get this to pull back up, and then we'll just sell it. And that's my trade plan on that. Just watch your dollar index chart on this one, because I really don't want to be buying the New Zealand. So I'd rather buy the U.S. dollar. So I want to sell this pair. Okay, I want to sell this. All right, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Wednesday, hump day, in the middle of our trading week. Traders, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Great website, a lot of opportunities, demo account, live account, and a wonderful economic calendar right on the front page. Traders, check it out. It's worth your time. All right, traders, we will catch you tomorrow for the market opening preview. Take care, traders, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Take care now. Bye-bye.